Alright you guys, it's me again. Just figured I'd throw out there and show you guys my system that I put in the car as well. Got a little switch mounted right next to my shifter there. This is it without the system. With the system. The neighbor's pissed at me. Go on, Tina. Go. My dog. Just to show you what I got. Just to show you guys what I got. I'm running two Kenwood 12s, about a 1200 watts a piece, 400 RMS a piece. I've got them mounted into my trunk there, and I've also got a Kenwood. Let me bring the thing down so you guys can see it a little bit better. Oh, there's a back view of it there. It's a Kenwood Class D mono, 1800 watts, 900 RMS, and that's at 2 ohms stable. I've got them at 2 ohms right now. Don't worry though, I have the bass boost dialed down a little bit, the input sensitivity down. Frequency range is at 100. That way I don't blow the subs, you know, because if I ran full power, obviously 800 RMS versus 900 RMS, you know, 800 RMS subs versus a 900 RMS amp, but that's not going to work. You'll blow your subs. I already blew one from before, and I ended up getting that swapped out because I think I had a service plan on it, so I was able to get it exchanged. But other than that, that's me in a nutshell once again. Let me know what you guys think. Post up some video responses and everything, and get back to me. Show me what you guys got, and we'll collaborate. See, me, I don't discriminate against other cars and whatnot. I mean, if you drive a Racer, though, that's just fucking stupid. Like, you got yourself like an 89 or a 1990 Honda Civic that's got like a 1.8 liter single overhead cam. All you do is cut off the mufflers, put a fart cannon on it. That's just, in my personal opinion, stupid, because you got to think you're taking like a 140 horsepower car. Just trying to relieve some exhaust pressure doesn't really do anything to it. Now, my car, on the other hand, is turbocharged, so you know, you cut off the resonator and the mufflers. It frees up a little bit of resistance, but really doesn't do much either. Just makes it sound better, and it's a perfect sleeper car though too. Though, like I said, it's, you know, as you can see, it's debadged. You look up my license plate number, you find out where I live. I do have a gun, and I do carry it with me. That's right, I've got a CCW license, so just be forewarned. Anyways, the system I just recently put in there. It's a factory radio too, so I had to run the speaker lines from the back speakers and bring the power input into the back by the amp. It worked out great. Worked out really good. I ran the remote line separately. See, most people run the remote line to their like radio, the radio fuse and whatnot. Me, I don't like to do that, only because of the fact that I got 1800 watts, and like I said, the system's loud as shit. So I'm driving, and if I drive past a cop, you know, I don't want to have to turn down my radio a lot. So I ran a kill switch down there, and that's easy to do. I prefer the kill switches over anything else. A lot of people like to put in fact, like, you know, aftermarket radios and whatnot, and run the remote line right to the radio, so when they turn the car on and the radio turns on and the system turns on. I don't like that because, like I said, I mean, you know, a cop drives past, or if you don't want the subs on all the time, like when I'm cruising with my girl, and she doesn't like the boom booms in her ears and whatnot. So instead of turning the bass down on the stereo system, I just hit the kill switch right there. And that was easy to do too as well. Just letting you guys know, if you do it, you're going to want to run like a 5 to 10 amp line, regular power line. I bought it at AutoZone for like $6-7, 20-foot line. Run one line from the power input from the you know, where the battery's at. Pretty much you run a power input from the battery or from the amp. I ran it off the amp only because all the wires are back there, so I figured I might as well do it anyways. Run it to the switch back to the remote line in the amp itself, because a lot of people think like, oh, you have to have a remote line ran from the radio itself, that way it turns the amp on and off. You don't need to. As long as you have some sort of 12-volt power supply going to the remote line, the amp will turn on, and it will work, obviously, as you guys heard. You can even jump the amp too. I wouldn't recommend it because of the fact that your amp will be on constantly 100% of the time, and it'll burn out your amp, it'll kill your battery, and it just causes all sorts of problems. But if you want to test like your system without hooking up the line first, or like doing anything like installing a switch like I did, because it'll, you know, you don't want to ruin your car or anything like that, you could always just take like I said, a 5 or 10 amp line, doesn't matter. Touch it to the power line in your amp, and then touch it to the remote line on your amp as well, and it'll turn on if you've got it right, wired up right. Other than that, like I said, it's a work in progress. I got the system in, got the exhaust cut off. Next thing I'm going to do is get an access port so I can put an intake, cold air intake on here. I had a short ram intake lined up one time, but I just recently found out that, especially on these like a newer Subaru with a turbocharged car, like the older ones you can do it because mass airflow sensor really didn't suck up too much air and whatnot, but it's a straight 3-inch pipe. It'll run your car lean, and it causes all sorts of problems, and your car will stall out, you know, and all that other bullshit. So I had to put the factory intake back on. But other than that, it's the access point's coming next. Once I get the access port, like I said, I'm running the straight line exhaust, and then once I have the access port in, I can run a straight down pipe as well, and run a catalytic converter simulator, so it looks like I have one. That way I can still pass E-check, put the O2 sensors on and whatnot. I can just erase that the code and whatnot and stop that from popping up. That way I pass E-check every time. But other than that, I'm gonna, like I said, after I get the access port, I'm gonna run the cold air intake first, and then I'm gonna run a full tubing kit. As you noticed, it was still factory. Then I'm gonna get a Cobb short throw shifter, and pretty much just after that, leave the car the way it is. I still got factory DOT tires on it. I'm probably gonna run some drag radials later on, you know, for the summer, and then this is also got to be my winter car too, so I'm gonna keep the factory wheels. Everything else is pretty much just, you know, nice. I like it. The GT model came with the Momo steering wheel and the Momo shift knob, so that's kind of nice. When I get my short throw shifter, I'm probably going to cut it a little bit just to make it a little bit shorter. It'll have a short throw, but a shorter knob will also give you less of a distance to travel up top, so it'll be even shorter throws and shorter shifts. But then again, I mean, I don't like, you know, the shifter being all the way up by the front of the radio. So just let me know what you guys think, and keep you posted. All you other Subaru fans, let me know what you guys think. If you guys got any ideas, you got any you know, inquiries that you wanna make, you wanna give to me, let me know, because this is my first time owning a Subaru. It's my first time owning a foreign car in general. I mean, I am Korean, and I've bought Fords, GMs, all that in the past. But other than that, if you guys want to let me know what else you guys got in mind, I'm always up for. I have always got an open ear, so I'm always up to hear what you guys think, and let me know. All right, thanks a lot for watching, you guys, and more to come.